Jerusalem, ikayalami ngilondoloze ambenami zungangishilana Jerusalem, ikayalami ngilondoloze ambenami.
Dr. Ojo Babajide Johnson, a lover of African languages, a loyalist and a team player. During his tenure as Senior Project and Program Officer of the African Academy of Languages, ACALAN, July 2009 to July 2023, Babajide worked under the following Executive Secretaries: Mr. Adama Samaseko of Mali, briefly at the end of 2009, Professor Sozino Francisco Martini of Mozambique from 2010 to 2015, and the incumbent, Dr. Lang Fafa Damfa of the Gambia from 2015 to date. The following are your major achievements amongst others. Ojo Babajide, as a team player, established 22 vehicular cross-border language commissions as sub-regional working structures of ACALAN in the member states of the African Union, had 13 national structures designated as focal points in the member states of the African Union, harmonized the writing systems of 17 vehicular cross-border language commissions, progressed enormously on the Linguistic Atlas project. The management structure of the project was established, including the Continental Coordinator and the Regional and National Coordinating Committees. The project is now moving towards the map production stage for the ECOWAS region and the Islamic Republic of Mauritania. Launched the African Languages Week ALW in Ouagadougou in July 2021. In line with its adoption by the Specialized Technical Committee, Youth, Culture and Sports in Algiers in October 2018 through ACALAN's proposition. In January 2023, developed the Dar es Salaam Framework for Action as a collective commitment to action for African governments to ensure that Article 25 of the Constitutive Act of the AU, previously Article 29 of the OAU Charter, is implemented by promoting Kiswahili as a language of wider communication in Africa. Developed the Kiswahili Corpus and a platform for Kiswahili Corpus harvesting and storing, www.kiswahili-acalan.org. Extension of the Kiswahili Corpus project to countries where Kiswahili is spoken, and the identification of researchers and coordinators from these member states. Launched the Pan-African Center for Interpretation and Translation, which aims to train Africans in the profession of translation and interpretation so as to enable African languages become true working languages and languages of instruction in a multilingual context. Launched the ACALAN Interactive and Comprehensive Platform for African Languages, a radio station and a TV platform for African languages to reach out to rural communities in their languages and raise the visibility of ACALAN in the member states of the African Union. Produced the African regional document entitled the Addis Ababa Proclamation on the 2019 International Year of Indigenous Languages as a policy document to be part of the Global Strategic Outcomes document of the 2019 International Year of Indigenous Languages for the United Nations General Assembly. Developed a 10-year strategic plan for ACALAN 2022 to 2032 to be validated by the governing board of ACALAN. Revised and consolidated the methodological framework for the development of terminologies in African languages. Launched the Prize for Excellence for Literary Works in African Languages, ECOWAS chapter. National committees have been initiated for resource mobilization. Established continental coordinating committees for the Linguistic Atlas of Africa and conception of the draft Linguistic Atlas of Africa, ECOWAS chapter, including coordinator and assistant coordinator for cartographers. During the 5th Media Coordination Meeting between the African Union, the regional economic communities and regional mechanisms held from July 13 to 16, 2023 in Nairobi, Kenya, the heads of state and government of the member states of the African Union adopted the proposition of the Secretariat of ACALAN to implement a decade of African languages alongside the United Nations International Decade of Indigenous Languages 2022 to 2032 within ACALAN's mandate and programs. Your efforts as the Senior Program and Projects Officer of ACALAN will continue to bear fruit, and history will always remember you for the selfless services to African Academy of Languages, ACALAN, and indeed the African continent.